Hello, beautiful Virgo friends. Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I am Annie, and I'm so happy to have the Virgos out there with me today, as well as the cross watchers. What's up, you guys? You are always welcome here. So we're going to do a short, abbreviated, tiny, little, baby, petite tarot reading for you today about love and romance, things of that sort, relationships, right? So this is more of just a temperature check to see where energies are at. If you're looking for something more extensive, there are plenty of videos on my channel that are more in the half hour, 30-minute range. So let's see what we can get here. Just a quick little check-in. For Virgos who have a person on their mind, or if you're struggling with something and are needing clarity, we'll see where your person is at. Let's do this stack. So what's up, Virgo? I hope you're doing well. I hope you are keeping sane during this quarantine, right? Finding ways to pass the time. All right. A couple more cards for Virgo's person. For the newbies, if you don't know my spiel, general messages is what I do on YouTube here. That means not everything I say will be your message. I can just about guarantee you that. Pieces and parts of this will very likely resonate, and if it doesn't, that means it's not your message. Don't take on that energy. Again, check out another reader, another channel. You might find something that's more in alignment with your energy this week, right? But energy is constantly changing, so feel free to revisit these messages later on, etc. You're always in the driver's seat. Take away messages for your best and highest good. Any other questions you have will be addressed down in the box below. Okay? So bottom of your deck, you have two earth signs wanting to be seen. You have the Devil and the Hierophant, and I love when these two cards come together. For those who don't know, this isn't always a bad card. This is Capricorn energy, and then you have some Taurus energy here. So when these cards come out together, it's like a little wink of like God versus the devil. I think that's very funny. So depending on who you're dealing with, you may look at someone like, oh, they're the one, they're the divine, they're the blessed, and then you may have someone else, probably an ex, who you view as like the devil, not literally, but you could be in between people, and like there's one you're really excited about, like almost in like cheesy cartoons where like you hear choirs of angels singing when they walk into the room. There's that you're like, oh, like it's heavenly, it's divine, it's beautiful energy. And then you have another one that you're just like, that motherfucker, like that kind of like, they broke my heart and whatever, that sort of energy. So yeah, you are still very much healing from a relationship in the past where you felt like double-crossed, or somebody sort of, played some head games with you. You are on a path to rejuvenation and healing. Frequently that happens when we are alone, independent, individual healing. That's what the star indicates. But there is a victory coming in for you. Someone is going to recognize you. Someone's going to notice you with the Six of Wands energy. It could potentially be a fire sign, but it doesn't have to. You have a lot of major arcana coming up here. And I don't mean to say that the Capricorn represents the X. That's not at all what I'm saying. Those are more energies of you being kind of stuck in the middle. Like you haven't quite found the new person yet, but I think you have stars in your eyes for someone with the star card coming up. And I did put it next to the Taurus card. So a lot of you may sort of be crushing or thinking about a Taurus. Could absolutely be a Capricorn as well, or an Aquarius. Those are some of the major arcana coming up bottom of your deck. You also have Leo, Pisces, and Scorpio coming up here too. So you have a lot of people showing up in your spread, Virgo. And if you're not familiar with tarot, when major arcana cards come up, meaning the ones that represent the zodiac signs, right? Kind of the heavy hitters in tarot, it's not so much like the in-between action of things going on. These are like people or significant moments in your spiritual journey. So there's a collection of potentially 6 people here, or there could be a lot of that person's ex and my ex and these and like a lot of, you may have options is what I'm saying, and that's always a good position to be in, right? So if you're someone's waiting to, let me start that again. I think you, Virgo, are waiting to hear back from someone that you essentially have shot the Cupid's love arrow towards. You may have sent them some sort of message, particularly on a dating app. It could be that you're sending out, actually, you know what I'm getting? You're sending out a lot of messages on dating apps, especially if you're getting out of a relationship and there's no judgment here. This is just sort of what's being related to me, is that you might be looking for like a quick, fast, like good time. I don't necessarily sense you're looking for the long term, though some of you might be, because you do have a marriage card coming up. So again, marriage with a Capricorn or potentially an Aquarius or a Taurus for that matter, that might be on the brain. If it's not that, if you're still kind of dangling, figuring out what you want in terms of like romance, I'm sort of getting like a lot of like dating app swipes, though I guess it would be this way. For me, it would be like, yes. Like, I'll take that one and that one and that one. So yeah, you may be sending out multiple messages. But there's one in particular you're excited about, but they're a little bit distant, or they're a little bit cold acting. I don't think they've either seen your message yet, or they haven't recognized what's behind it. And it could be that this person is holding out for someone who wants more of a commitment. So again, I'm using the metaphor of a dating app. It doesn't have to be that, but if it says on your dating app, not looking for anything too serious, that might be why this person is not responding or keeping you at a distance, because they sense something about like a sort of a hit it and quit it, or like a one night stand type energy. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Sex positivity, go sex. But this person in particular, your Leo, which is ironic because then I'm saying this about a Leo. God love them. But, Leos are up for a good time usually. This person is a more traditional Leo. I'm being told to say they probably have heavy Cancer in their chart. There's more of like particularly for a female, it's more... I heard kind of virginal, but I don't necessarily think it's that, but like Mother Teresa type vibes. And I know all of you are like, ooh, like that's not sexy. That's not what I mean. This person is beautiful. This person is sexy, male or female, but there's something they do want tradition. That's why this is coming up. They're looking for marriage material. They're looking for like the hubby or the wife type energy. And whether or not that's your intention, and it might be Virgo, they have written you off as like devil may care. It's a little bit like, like, here's my next catch, here's my next prey, or here's my next victim of sexuality. I mean, it's undeniable that this card can mean extreme obsession or sexual passion or energy. It's almost like you're waiting. Okay, here's what's going on. You're waiting for someone who you haven't heard back from, and so in the meantime, you're killing time by flirting with other people, Virgo. Some of you, right? Again, if it's not your message, don't be offended. It's just not your message, right? You are waiting. I am getting like a hint of obsession with someone else, but I don't think it's this Leo. I think that's someone else. You're definitely communicating. You're sending out messages of communication. Yeah, you have a fire person. It is presenting as very strongly feminine, though it doesn't have to be, but an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The irony is that fire is such a warm, fire, it's hot, right? It's warm. When you're around the energy, it's captivating. It draws you in, right? The light catches your eye. You have a cold or distant fire sign that you're dealing with. So it could be that they have set their sights on someone else. It could be that they're also married. But it does seem like you're looking to get their attention. But here's the thing. You do have someone that's going to recognize you. Perhaps that is your Capricorn. Let's look at your person. So there's a Scorpio entering the picture. Potentially, if it's not a Scorpio, it's someone coming back from your past. It could also be an Aries. But when this is the one that gets your attention or sends you some form of recognition, or again, messaging you. When you get that message, you're uncertain about it. Because you're thinking about someone. This is always how it is in tarot. This person's thinking of you. You're thinking of someone else. That person's thinking of someone else. Again, you have so many people showing up in your spread here. Tell me about this Death card. Yeah, there was an ending of a relationship, what feels like many months, if not many years ago. Yeah, you had a tower moment with someone, and they're coming back. With the Judgment, they've heard a call. They've heard the calling that they're supposed to revisit something with you. But you don't seem all that attached to this, so this wouldn't be someone that you're constantly thinking about, and it wouldn't be someone that, you fall asleep crying every night hoping they come back to you. It's just not that, because your energy regarding this person is wishy-washy at best. I'm almost getting like, oh yeah, I forgot about them. So it could even be someone that if you didn't have a tower moment with, it could have been you went on a date or two or hooked up with, and you were just kind of like, nice meeting you, let me go about my life. For this person, it could have been a tower moment. And so what you brought an ending to almost just haphazardly, just like, literally just nice meeting you, have a good life. That person, it was crushing. And so they're coming back in to sort of to take your temperature, to test the energy and see is Virgo available still? Or it's sort of like they're willing to see if you'll consider them again. This person might be a musician. They might play music. They definitely have this romantic, hopeless romantic poet vibe about them. It could be a Pisces that's coming back in. Or again, definitely a Scorpio is presenting quite strong here. But yeah, there is a lot of, I don't know if coldness is the right word, but This person doesn't make you feel all hot and sexy and spicy. I don't even know if you guys would have slept together, though I'm sort of sensing that you did. It feels like this person caught feelings for you, but again, you just weren't feeling it, at least at the time. But yeah, they're coming to present you with a new cup of love. So for those looking for some sort of messaging or attention, it is coming your way, but it's someone you've already chosen to walk away from. So your walls might be up. You might be a little bit defensive of this person coming back in, because I think rightfully so, you don't want to lead them on. But I mean, you never know. People change, feelings change. And I do get, let me ask one more thing about this, tell me about this stubborn fire sign that Virgo is trying to get the attention of, potentially a Leo, but a stubborn fire sign. Tell me about that. Is there any hope there in the coming weeks? Let's say in the coming weeks. Some of you, there's marriage potential with an Aquarius. There's a very strong bond between Virgo and Aquarius. Six of Swords, and it's like a thunderous Six of Swords. This isn't like everybody, like all aboard. This is like every man for himself, like scatter. So yeah, your fire sign is going through it. I don't think you're going to hear much from them. Maybe there's small bits of communication, but if it feels like they're kind of, like leading you down what is the expression? Like a blocked door, or whatever. It's like you end up in like a dark hallway, and like there's no sign of light, or there's no sign of like the light at the end of the tunnel. It's because I flat out, when this card comes up, instantly moving on. And again, it's not moving on with people in the ship. It's like every man for himself. So your stubborn fire sign, I'm not saying never, but in the coming weeks, it's not looking promising. At least that's what the cards are telling me. I do want to ask about, for a Virgo dealing with potentially a Capricorn. King of Cups, the Hermit, that's you, and the Ten of Wands. All right. So, I like two of the cards. The Ten of Wands, the way it's depicted, it's someone isn't necessarily burdened by you. They're moving their shit. They're moving like across the city or across the country. And so they're a little bit busy now, but once they get settled and they actually have some time to message you, I am getting there's a long distance relationship potentially with a Capricorn or a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That could be promising, particularly if it's a Pisces. You guys will reconnect again, but probably not in a physical space. It will more be messaging across the distances. But if you're waiting for that ship to come in of communication from, again, a water sign or a Capricorn, it will. They're just a little bit busy right now. All right, let's throw some zodiac signs on this and wrap her on up for my Virgos. Zodiac signs that want to come out in Virgo's spread here. Zodiac signs. You definitely have someone coming in. I just don't know if you're going to be that excited to hear from them. That's all. For my Virgos. Zodiac signs that want to come out for Virgo. All right. As you got half the deck. Sagittarius and Scorpio could be a cusper the way those came out together. You also have Aries. You have Capricorn. You have Gemini. You have Virgo. So could be dealing with another Virgo. You have Pisces and you have Leo. All right, you guys, we got time. I'll throw a romance angel on one of each. Tell me about this devil/water sign that we're waiting for. They might be moving across the country, but there'll probably be some sort of communication here. Give this relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. All right. Tell me about this. You have three different people here. Tell me about this Tower moment in the past that Virgo probably isn't interested in pursuing, but this person is definitely coming in to message with them. Tell me about that. Where are we at with that? Playfulness to recapture. It's absolutely someone from the past. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit and fun to shine. You may not have thought this person was fun enough. They could have been too boring or too drab for you. And then tell me about the stubborn fire sign. And I don't mean stubborn in a negative way, just in terms of like getting them to message you back. It's like a push and pull thing. It's a struggle. Tell me about this fire sign that for right now is moving on elsewhere. Is there any potential there? This is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with one another. Okay, so I mean, it's medium, right? It's not a terribly hot and sexy card, but it's also not saying like, abandon ship. You could pursue it, but yeah, this would take time. All right, yeah. Bottom of your deck, true love, the romance of a lifetime. So somewhere in one of these partners, there could potentially be a nice solid love connection. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Virgo.